last week. I apologize for any background noise here. I'm actually sitting on the beach in the Adriatic Sea in Croatia, and sort of on vacation, but trying to make some calls. So this week, it's kind of like a downtime week from the sort of busy upgrade that we had last week. We published a blog article that goes over, that basically does a debrief of how the upgrade went. And I'll just do a quick summary here. For many of the validators, things worked pretty smoothly in that they waited until the upgrade time, until the blockchain stopped for the upgrade time. It seems like we had 54% of voting stake back on within 15 minutes, which is pretty good. I think we could get it faster with some more automation, but that was pretty good. It seemed like a number of validators stopped right at 1500 UTC. Either they went in and killed their process using some other sort of script, or they were using some older version of the code, which kind of had a different time comparison issue. We're not exactly sure why that happened in all cases, but the kind of safety check that we want to add in the next version. So we have a safety check that the new version of the binary, the old version of the binary will no longer work once we hit the upgrade time, but the new version of the binary will work before the upgrade height. So we want to add a check on both the old binary and the new binary to make sure that once you hit that upgrade time, you can no longer use the old binary, which is the current behavior. And also though you can't start using the new binary until you have actually hit that upgrade block height. So that's one of the things we want to improve in the future. Also, we want to have more automation in general that's just built into how the process works. And this would be through like a watcher or sort of manager script. We've actually already started working on this, and we have a prototype of it that would basically run your XRND daemon as a subprocess, and then kill it once you hit that upgrade height, and then run the new binary. Either that could be manually installed, or there could be something published that on the blockchain that has the hash and maybe a URL to download the binary. There's definitely some safety concerns there, so we want to have that be sort of an opt-in feature, but it may be the easier way to do things when people are syncing full nodes. So those are a few of the things that we're planning for the next iteration. But overall, it was a success in that we were able to get all the validators that had upgraded a little too earlier. We were able to help them kind of resync, and we had the chain up and running within 2 hours, which was not as quick as we wanted, but was still a success in that our blockchain is now upgraded with that power reduction change. And we did not have to dump state and lose the transaction history. So in terms of future direction, we have, our plan has been to do a second test of the upgrade module for this testnet. And the original idea was to upgrade from version 0.34 of the Cosmos SDK to version 0.36. We are now reconsidering, possibly not doing that particular upgrade because there's just quite a bit of complexity involved in doing it, and the Cosmos team was not working with kind of an in-place upgrade in mind when they were working on this 0.34 to 0.36 upgrade. So we want to coordinate better with the Cosmos team so that upstream the changes to the stores are tracked better in advance, and that all is happening kind of in a much smoother way. So in order to do an upgrade to a new Cosmos version upstream, we may actually end this testnet and then dump state and start another test net that has both an upgraded Cosmos SDK version and an upgrade module, and work together with the Cosmos team to kind of integrate this in-place upgrade method upstream. We've had some conversations with them, and our understanding is that they're pretty open to it, and it's just a matter of the coordination, coordinating that. So we may also decide to do a second kind of smaller test of the upgrade code on this regen test 1001 before we kind of end this testnet. We're trying to still figure out what the best plan is for that, and we will, as soon as we kind of have come to an internal consensus about what the best updated roadmap is, we'll announce that, and announce what are any of the changes to the point system based on our decisions. So it's just this is just what we're discussing internally and trying to figure out what makes sense. Of course, if you have any comments, please let us know. You can chat us in Telegram. Yeah, that's sort of the update on the debrief on the sort of upgrade test and the next steps there. I also do want to talk a little bit more about some of our other roadmap things that we have in the mix, and that will be likely coming this fall. Of course, there's the key management stuff that we've talked about, which was worked on in the Hack Atom in Berlin, and that is still being kind of worked into the Cosmos SDK as additional modules. But more specifically to like our core roadmap, we are working currently on a design for ecosystem service credits. These are basically non-fungible tokens that are specifically tied to a geolocation. And this is one of the core kind of value propositions of the Regen Ledger blockchain is these non-fungible tokens where we can prevent double spending and prevent double issuance of these tokens for a given geographic region over a specific time period. So we're working on a pilot project. I don't want to give too many details right now. It's based out in Australia, and we're looking at credits that would be issued on the blockchain and tracked, and for specific land management practices around biodiversity. And we're trying to do the design of this sort of non-fungible token with this pilot in mind, specifically, but we have envisioned many other use cases where these types of ecosystem service credits could be used. So this would kind of be an extension of something in addition to carbon credits, other credits for other different types of ecosystem services like biodiversity, water, air, for instance. Many different things we could look at in terms of what these credits could be specifically for, specific species, protection of specific species of plants or animals. So that's in our near-term roadmap for this fall, and we hope to have something more to publish about that soon, and incorporate that into a testnet upgrade once we have something that we can test. So yeah, we're really excited about that project. And yeah, that's basically our update for now. Thanks all who have tuned in for this update, and we look forward to chatting with all you soon. All right, thank you.